this case is far from over. The only people who believe it to be over are people who are not looking at this case, analyzing it from a legal standpoint. And I am not a legal professional, but I'm listening to what legal professionals are saying about this case. And just yesterday, Derek Chauvin's attorney, he filed for a new trial among other motions that he filed to have the verdict thrown out. So like I said, this case is far from over. And now we have juror number 52. This guy, Brandon Mitchell, he doesn't even realize that all of his clout chasing that he's been doing, all of his public appearances, his radio interviews that he has done since this case concluded, he doesn't even realize this whole time he's been strengthening the defense's appeals case. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button before you get into this video, and click on my link fly, always linked at the top of the description box on my videos. Click on that and subscribe and follow to me at Young ManHood. But diving straight into the story, this guy, Brandon Mitchell, I said he's clout chasing because he is really putting himself out there. And the fact that he's putting himself out there, I'm sure he thinks in his mind that this does not affect anything. The case is over with. He's already been convicted. But as we know to be a fact, convictions have been overturned. Convictions can be thrown out of court. A conviction does not always stand. Sometimes you are granted a new trial, like what I predict will happen in this case. That was already a motion that was filed yesterday by the defense attorney. When you actually look over that motion, which I will link in the description box, it cites mostly court procedural problems in regards to the improper sequestering of the jury, in regards to other procedural issues, the venue, that sort of thing. And it has come out that Brandon Mitchell actually participated in demonstrations and marches in reference to this exact case, in reference to the George Floyd case. He participated in marches and events. And this was a question that he was specifically asked during the jury selection process. It's coming out that he was likely a partial juror, and this only strengthens the appeals case. But regardless of Brandon Mitchell likely being a partial juror, he was not even mentioned in the motion for a new trial. So there were other court procedural issues that were mentioned, and I'm gonna dive more into these details for you guys, and also link the motion in the description box for those that want to read it. Experts: photo of Chauvin juror in BLM shirt, undeniably suggestive of a possible bias. And yes, if you've ever been involved in the jury selection process, you know that those attorneys, they will dismiss you if they believe you to be a biased juror. They will dismiss you. Legal experts suspect that the Chauvin trial jurors recently revealed participation in an event touting BLM and supporting George Floyd's family could lead to the verdict against former police officer Derek Chauvin to be overturned. Brandon Mitchell sat on the jury that convicted Chauvin of second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter of Floyd's death. Since the jury's verdict last month, Mitchell has done a string of media appearances intent on helping push for change. He has also suggested that the jury duty is an avenue for activists to spark some change. He believes he's doing a good thing here, but he's actually revealing that he was biased. That's what he's revealing here. He's revealing, if you believe that a courtroom setting, that jury service, that you use that to spark some change. You see, he messed up with that. I don't know if that's a direct quote from him, but if he believes that jury duty is a place where an activist can spark some change, he's revealing that he is not an impartial juror. I know it's a double negative. He's a partial juror. That's what he's revealing. So the fact that he's making all of these appearances, all of these television and radio appearances, this is only helping Derek Chauvin's appeals process. So if he doesn't want to continue to help Derek Chauvin out, he needs to stop. But he probably thinks he's not doing anything wrong. Article goes on to state a recently resurfaced photo of Mitchell shows him in a BLM shirt with a caption that says, "Get your knee off our necks," an apparent reference to Chauvin's arrest of Floyd in May 2020. So this is what happens when you start clout chasing. People are going to dig into your history. You already revealed who you are as a juror, which you didn't have to do that. But the fact that you did that, you should not be surprised that people are digging into who you are now. During the jury selection process, Mitchell told the court that he had not participated in any demonstrations or marches against police brutality, and that while he knew of the case against Chauvin, was not familiar with many specifics and could be impartial in weighing the evidence. After the photo surfaced, Mitchell said Monday he did not remember wearing the Floyd-inspired shirt and said, "Oh man, oh come on, man," and said that the rally he attended in Washington was unrelated. But come on, man, you know if you own that shirt or not. You know if that shirt belongs to you, yes or no. This whole, I don't remember wearing that shirt. Dude, you know if you bought that shirt or not, or someone bought that shirt for you. You know if you have that shirt. So whether you wore the shirt or not, the fact that you own that shirt shows that you were more familiar with the case than you probably let on, or you were more partial, should I say. Mitchell said that he did not remember wearing the shirt and that the rally he attended was unrelated, but Floyd's family spoke at the rally and it was used to build support for George Floyd Justice in Policing Act. Not looking good, man. Not looking good as far as you trying to present yourself as an impartial juror. That's pretty much done with. So a jury consultant, Alan Turkheimer, said that Chauvin's attorney, Eric Nelson, could make use of the revelation about Mitchell's activism and the jurors' potentially contradictory statements in an appeal. Turkheimer said that would likely not be enough to overturn the case, but it could prompt Judge Peter Cahill to bring Mitchell in for questioning to determine if he lied during the jury selection process. Which, yeah, you could actually be punished for lying during the jury selection process, because you are under oath during the jury selection process. Even if you don't even make it on the jury, you get put under oath. So he could be in trouble for that. Turkheimer went on to tell the Washington Post that could change the outcome of things if there is anything that makes him seem that he was not forthcoming. It could be an avenue for the judge to reconsider the case. So like I said, he's helping Derek Chauvin's defense case. Mitchell Hamline School of Law professor Ted Samsil Jones said the picture of Mitchell in a Black Lives Matter shirt is evidence that Chauvin can point to in order to establish that his right to an impartial jury was denied, according to the Associated Press. Nelson filed an appeal in Chauvin's case on Tuesday, alleging in part that members of the jury committed misconduct, felt threatened or intimidated, felt race-based pressure during the proceedings, and or failed to adhere to instructions during deliberations. And I'm curious what you guys think about this whole case. and where you think this case will end up. I'm Chris. What you guys think? Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button, and blessings to you.